Okay, so let's start by porting your image, drag and drop your image here, and then what you're gonna have to do is basically let's add an image, a camera, sorry, one node camera with 35 preset here, and then what we're gonna have to do is to add a null object. Now we're gonna have to parent this link, parent this camera to this null. So let's grab this parent whip, pick whip, and select the null. Okay, perfect. Okay, now let me show you how it looks like in 3D. So if you click on here, two views, and you zoom in, you have the top here. You select, you can see that we have the top here. And here's the null. We can also, here we have the null, we have the anchor point, which is located right over here. If you want to move it right in the middle, you can click on the anchor point right over here. And when you hold command and you double click, it's gonna move right in the middle right over here. Perfect. Now you can see that we have the camera here. We have the image right over here, but it's not 3D. It's not, that's why it's not showing in this viewport, right? So just click on here to enable 3D. Now we have the image right over here, which is 3D now. Okay. So now let's say I can, you see, rotate. Sorry, I can rotate image. Here's the image, 3D. Okay. This is the top here. I can click on the image and move it around. This is the camera, right? So that's how it works. And it's a really powerful 3D camera in After Effects. So you can create a lot of really nice effects. So now let's zoom in. Okay. So you can move the camera really close to the image, around like this, and add to this image this effect. Oh, what it's called? Oh yeah, reptile. I just don't remember this effect. Reptile. Okay, and with this effect, what you can do is just mirror or copy all the parts. So let me show you what I mean by that. So if I use S to scale and then I drag the expand the up, you see it's gonna expand the up, expand down, expand left, expand right. Okay, and now we have copies of the same image, replicated. Okay, and right. Okay, and this is what we have. And now from here, what we can do is let's zoom position and not position, scale. And I'm just gonna zoom in like this. I'm gonna press P for null for position and add a keyframe for position. And then I'm gonna move a couple of keyframes. And also let's not forget to add here a keyframe for Z rotation. Now press U is only gonna show the keyframes that you added to a layer, which is very helpful. And then I'm gonna move around here and I'm gonna add a keyframes. Now those are empty keyframes, no movement involved. But now we're gonna add some movement to those keyframes. You can move around to our keyframes, which is so helpful. I'm gonna move to this one here. Those on the beginning of the video. And here I'm gonna zoom out a little bit like this. And then at the end here, which, yeah, let's move with this. And here I'm gonna add a little bit of rotation and I'm gonna zoom out. Okay. Something like this. Now, this is what we have. That's nice, right? And now let's go back to project. And then here I'm gonna look for this door. Okay, I didn't add this. Okay, actually I did. I'm gonna show you what animation we're gonna create. And then here, let's go back to one view. I have the image here, which I'm gonna have to press Shift Command C to pre-compose. You can also right click and select pre-compose. and move all the attributes into the new composition. Now I'm gonna click on OK. Here, let's click on the pre-compose image, and then here what we're gonna do is very cool. So we're gonna have to, what I want is to keyframe this door so we can make the door move, can animate the door. So how we can do this? Now this is not gonna look like super realistic, but it's gonna look interesting. And how we can do this is we're gonna click on here on the pen tool, select the image. When you select the image, when you add a shape or you know, just something with a pen tool, it's gonna add a mask. So I'm gonna mask this image first. So let's click here, and then this part, and then this part. Okay. And we're gonna have to duplicate this because we want the door to be removed, and not to be removed, but to separate the door from the image and also the image from the door. So let's duplicate this image, Command D, hide this one here, and this one, we're gonna go here to masks, and here we can actually invert this. Okay, we can invert, and now this is what we have here. We have this door. Okay, let's see. We have this image and the door. Okay, and this one is still door here, but we have to remove that, right? So how I can do this? If you click on here on invert as well, this is going to invert the mask too as well, and now we have this part is empty. It's removed, got removed, right? So that's what we want. That's perfect, right? And if you want this image to be moved back in the scene, we can go to layer, transform, and fit to comp. Okay. Now this is what we have here. Okay. And how to, let's animate this. So this is the door. Also, by the way, here you can add some a little bit of feather if the mask is too sharp, and expand this a little bit. And now let's click on P for position, add a keyframe here. Add a keyframe here, and then let's move the door to this side. And as you can see, actually the door, it's has a difference, is not what we want here. So let's undo here, and let's just resize the image because it has a different size. Okay, which we don't want, of course. Now it looks good. Let's click on here on P for position and move this to this side. And this is what we have, right? This is the animation. Now that's too slow. Now that's better. I'll highlight, right click, and select here is, and here I'll just drag this part. So we have fast and then a slow. Okay. This is what we have. Perfect. And now we have this one here, this pre-compose layer, and I can basically just add make this 3D as well, and then let's see where it is located. So I'm gonna click on top, and we have this 3D layer. It's actually, we're gonna drag it right in the front, and the animation is gonna go like this. So we're gonna have to add another null also, but for now it's good that we have this in place. We have this. So let's add now the second null. So I'll just press Command D, and let's press U, remove the keyframes, and click on null 2, or first null. That's the second one, so we can rename this null 2. And here, let's press on new null 1, see the keyframes around here, like this. We're gonna have position, Z rotation, and rotate on the other side. And if it doesn't work, we're gonna have to actually parent the null 1 to null 2. Okay, and now we should work just fine. So I can rotate this side, and first is it's kind of like this, and here should zoom actually even more, I think. So let's zoom like this. Okay, and I'm gonna add some shadow around here, I'm thinking. Okay. And now we're gonna think things through how this animation has turned out. So I'm planning to add this door is gonna open right around here. So I'll drag this, which doesn't really matter see if I drag this up, but just for the sake of organization. Anyways, now let's see where we have positioned. We already have positioned this here, which is good, but we're gonna drag this closer around like here, and then it's gonna go like this, something like this, right? So let's check. This is here. Camera. We have our image here. Okay, it's located right over here, and this also should appear. Not okay. This is the image. Okay, this one, and let's think through if that's good. Increase this even more around like this. Okay, let's increase the size of this image. S for scale, not this one, sorry, this one. Increase the size a little bit like this. Or another thing that we can do is actually just animate this image. So I'm gonna go here to R for rotation. Okay, sorry. Like here to the keyframes. So I think this one is here. So this one, yeah. So I'll just add a keyframe here and then another one here. And I'll just go back the last one. And I'll just reposition the image so it's more like this. Okay, and this is what we have here, but the animation here is not moving, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think because it's too slow. So let's play the video. Now that's better, but let's check here. Okay, we still don't have the image playing. I think it's because it was really playing at the end here. So that's why let's actually drag this image and the keyframes. Drag the layer around here, right? Just position the layer. Okay, now we do have the animation around like here. Also, I only want to see just the keyframe, so I just press U, and now here what we have. I think that's a little bit too fast. Yeah, it is too fast. Thought so. So I'll go back and just move this. Okay, and to make this look more realistic, I forgot to add something here, some motion design, not just some motion. We can add, so what I'm talking about, let's click on here. Let's go to composition. Here in composition settings, we have advanced, and then here we have shutter angle. Yeah, let's increase the shutter angle like this. And now let's see what we have here. So And now we have some shutter angle here. And we have the shutter angle moving here. We have the child here. Now we're gonna use a different null. So Command D, U, remove the keyframes here. And here, what I'm planning to do here is add this image. So I'll move this position, this here, drag and drop this image right over here. Select back one view, and from here, let's think through this. So I'm thinking to move this from left to right. So around here, I'm gonna add a keyframe for position and Z rotation. No, maybe I'll go with position and orientation. Press U so only see the keyframes. And I'll drag, maybe that's a little bit too much here. So around here. I'm using a pencil, like I'm using a graphic tablet. Don't ask me why in After Effects. From here, I'm just gonna add a keyframe which will move, and it doesn't work as you can see, and that's because I have to parent null 2 to null 3. Okay, and now it should work. Okay, so I'll just drag now from this side. Okay, this part. And gonna drag to like this. And here I'm gonna rotate like this. Okay. Highlight the keyframes. Now right click and select here is. And I just want to, for position, just move the handles like this. You know, I'm gonna grab this one, position this here at 3D, move this closer, like around here. Okay, now just add the new image. Position the image is behind this image, this layer. And once you position the image, it's gonna follow. So we have this one right over here. Oh, so we have two images? Yeah, I guess I added two images. Okay, now this is what we have here. And then from here, I'm gonna go to this null. Now we're gonna zoom in. Okay, now it's gonna go down. So from here, I'm gonna press Command D, U, remove the keyframes, and here I'm gonna add another one. So position and probably orientation. I'm gonna add the next image, which is this one. This one. Okay. 3D. Where's the image? So the image is right over here. Now, if you want, say, the image to be moved right here in front, fortunately, there isn't a shortcut, or at least I don't know any shortcut. I'll move this image exactly in the frame here. which will move the image or the object directly in the active camera. But there's a workaround. And if I have this image here, and if I parent link this to the camera, and I go press B and I enter here 0, it's gonna move exactly where the camera is, just here. And if I click on the camera, as you can see, that's where the camera is. So now I can unlink and I can move the image here. Sorry, I'm moving the camera. And now I want this image right down here. Okay, and I would like to increase the size of the image like so, and maybe rotate a little bit the image, position it down here, and now this is what we have. But let's actually use the null that we just added and drag this down, but it's not working because we didn't parent this null 3 to null 4. Now if we drag down, here we have the image. Okay, I think we're gonna scale this even more and drag this down. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, now this is what we have here. Now here I'm gonna highlight all the layers, and I'm just gonna press Shift Command C, and then I'll new composition style. So okay, and then here I'll go with what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna add a new adjustment layer. So adjustment layer, and then here to this adjustment layer, I'm just gonna add a vignette. CC vignette. Increase the amount here and angle of view here, and now pin highlights, that's fine here, center here, angle of view, it's this one of course, but I like here we can increase a little bit more maybe. And how we can add some blur, not blur, sorry, some glow. Okay, so I'll grab this one and let's add some glow here. Decrease the luma threshold. See if you decrease. I think it's more alive with glow. It just looks good and works great. Now that's too much. Okay, and this is what we have here. Now there's so many other things that we could add to make this better. Actually, I always believe there's always ways to make your scene, your animation better. But it's just fine now. It's okay for me. And I'll go also here and colors. Just write colors, and here you're gonna get a lot of things, but I'll go with this one, color balance. A little bit of shallow green balance, a blue, and then some highlight blue balance. Okay, that's perfect. At the end here, I'd like to keyframe some of the effects here. So first one, also the vignette. For the amount, I will add here a keyframe, and for VR glow as well, and also for red balance, I'll add a keyframe. And now around here, no, here it's actually you. here amount is more bright, glow, shadow show colors. I want colors here. The glow, it's just a little bit too much here, so I'll decrease the glow. And then around here, I'll actually around here, I'll add keyframes again. And then here I'll increase a little bit of blur. Then goes here again, keyframes, and then here I'll just decrease the amount. And also the blur as well. Radius. So it should be like this now. So yeah, that's the process. Now, of course, there are so many things I can improve here, and this project, so-called project, is not done yet. There, I need to add some text animations, some other effects, some other things, right? So it's not done. I just want to show you a really simple way what I've learned through this project, and I hope you learned something on how you can use the 3D camera movement in After Effects. So thanks for watching and take care.